that, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I don't mean to piss. I would be a dick about it, but since I don't want to piss anybody off, I'm gonna say it now. I'm only gonna be slightly satirical, but I'm gonna do my best to actually, do something. Okay, so basically, what the first thing you want to do is you want to see what kind of vibe and what kind of like personality your character has right off the bat, right? And cause I feel like it, I'm gonna go with someone chill, but yet somehow always just slightly horny. What I like to do is I like to start off with the face, the head shape. Like, see, look, I gave my guy, alright, he's got, the default head shape that I do, but then I gave him the fuckboy haircut, right? Where it's kind of like a mohawk and a mullet, but like he's got this sort of thing right here. I'll show a picture of a fuckboy right now, and I bet you can kind of see the similarities. Okay, so after that, there's pose design that you gotta take into account. And sometimes clothes are essential, but with this guy, you don't really have to worry about clothes. Don't worry about that. I fucked up his mouth like twice. But yeah, you know what? The face is usually meant to, or the body is usually meant to, what's it called? To amplify what the face is feeling. Because you see the face, right? He's all like, oh, the fuck are you doing, man? And then, like, the rest of his body reads that, even up to his tail. And I consider this accessory because if we were just drawing, like, his body purely, then his actual body will go to there. But the thing about that is, yeah, sometimes clothes actually add to the pose design. Now, the reason why I took this face from this guy and gave him this sort of thing is because, well, I feel like he wouldn't really move all that much. He'd be kind of stiff, not really. I just realized that we completely departed from this, but this is our main guy, right? These are just like supporting cast, alright? So, he's like the FU, like, contrarian kind of guy. He wears jackets, not really with hoods, because, like, I'm old school. This is what, like, biker type dudes kind of go like. Like, those guys that you go to a record shop and he's there. Maybe he works there. Maybe he's just a regular. But he's always there. He's always buying, like, death metal kind. And that's what he kind of looks like. Maybe he just cut his hair. He kind of looks you all pissed, like, unless you like the same kind of stuff as him and you're polite, then maybe he'll crack a smile sometimes. Got that hard chin. This dude, he's a pretty normal cat boy. He's he's kind of a straight man, and you can kind of get that feeling. And this guy, fuckboy, I drew him in motion, so that's more dynamic. I kind of messed up his leg. But yeah, you see he's walking. The pose wouldn't make any sense if he wasn't wearing pants, so I drew that. The snack shake, because I noticed that this is something that fuckboys do. Like, not really, doesn't really work because I ate them, but, like, they tend to do this thing. Like, sometimes with peanuts, and then, they'll pop one in their mouth, keep going. It's a habit that I have too, but it's because I learned it from them. Yeah, this pose design is really important. Yeah. Alright, so clothes and accessories kind of help a little bit when it comes to, making your character from a distance. And you see this dude, he's got the fuckboy belt, which is just a normal belt. My belt's different. You got the solid color t-shirt. Sometimes it's got friggin' wrap or whatever. Sometimes it's, the branded t-shirts. I don't have any of those, and I don't really keep up. Not because I don't like it, it's just because it moves a bit too fast for me. But yeah, usually it's this, what I think about. They got the chain. Sometimes it's fake, sometimes it isn't. You got the hand sign. I grew up with this, and also because I have no clue why, but nowadays whenever I draw my hand, it usually two or all of my fingers are all stuck together for no reason. This feels natural. Like, not, it's not West Coast, but it looks something like this, because I think that this is a really interesting hand pose to draw with. And you may notice that I kind of fucked it up because fingers aren't, connected like this, but it kind of looks like a point. But that's kind of my style. But then I got the one ring on the middle finger. Sometimes it's on different fingers, but he's not locked down. And I don't know if this is something that they still go by nowadays, but I remember that back in the olden days, depending on which ring you had your fingers on, depended on how you lived. Like a thumb ring is like you didn't work because you were rich. Finger index ring was like you command things. Like I think mobsters wore it like that. Like, oh, I'm the boss. I wear a ring on my pointer. Middle finger is, of course, the accent when you do this, but also like it shows that you don't really follow any rules. Ring finger, you're taken, duh. And your pinky finger, I think that was a band thing, but I'm not really sure. I think it was like, I am fancy, I'm regal kind of thing, like, da 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 da, and whatever. And you're looking at this and you're thinking, Goji, you just drew Steven from Danplan, and I did. Not on purpose, cause like I noticed that this haircut that fuckboys have, but in my style, cause I'm not really good at drawing, curly hair, cause it looks kind of bad when I do it, and I haven't really figured out curls yet, cause I don't have curly hair like anywhere. But yeah, I tried my best, but it kind of just looks like bubbles. Then there's this, I noticed that sometimes, like when they have it, like they used to stylize their sideburns. I noticed that there's something that fuckboys do where like they take a razor up to the side of their head and then they like, just carve out like little whatevers. And I consider that an accessory, even though most people just consider it style. And of course, I stylized it with his mouth open, tongue out like how rappers do. And then we got this. I think it's amazing. And I like the fact that his face kind of changed throughout every single one, because now he's excited. He's like, oh shit, I have clothes. And then there's this. And I feel like with every step of the way of making your OC, like, he should gain something. Like, he started off as, this chill, always slightly horny dude, and then he evolved into a fucking gangster, the actual fuckboy. And then this guy, he started out as, the little bitch, and then he turned into the straight man, and now he's just a little kawaii little, love him. And then there's this guy, because, we already did this, slight edge, whole bunch of edge. I underestimated how small he would be, so he's like tiny edge. I don't really, so I'm not gonna bring this up because I don't really care. Or actually, I'm going to. But, edginess when it comes to making OCs, I think a good, like, small bit of edge I kind of like in most of the art media that I consume. Because, like, there should always be, like, some sort of bite. Like this guy, actually, yeah. See, he's got a small bit of edge, and you know what? That kind of accentuates him a little bit. Like all the summertime shit, I don't fucking know how to describe it. But not everybody's like that. In fact, I've never met a single person that was completely that. So there always should be a little bit of edge, but I mean, like, you can't go overboard. Like, if I gave this dude blood, I don't have any red thing. I don't have anything in red on me right now. Like, if you color this dude in blood and friggin', you know what? Let's flesh out his character real quick now. Let's put some graffiti behind him. Like, boom, there's the edgy quota. You know, he's leaned up against the wall, he's smoking, he's got palm, he's got sucks behind him. I don't think those are real things, and it sounds cringy. But yeah, there's that. And then, shortly after you create your characters, you must give them names. Because if you did your job right, you don't really have to worry about their personality because, you know, this is self-explanatory when you look at them. So this is our fuckboy, okay? I have named him, Jacob Cruz. Look at him, that's a Jacob Cruz. That's the most fuckboy name I could think of. And then we got this little boy right here, our resident cat boy. His name is Sofoto Boy, because I googled soft boy and it was literally just Sofoto Boy, but we call him Sofoto. You will call him Sofoto. He's a little boy. You gotta protect him. He's the glue of the group. And this here is Don Gonzalez. Because I mean, like, I tried not to be stereotypical, but like, this is like every stereotype I've ever seen. You know, it's better. Yeah, he may be drawn in like anime style, but he gave me like those kind of vibes, you know. He gave me the. You just hate it when you get shit on your thing. Yeah, don't worry. Fuck. Oh yeah, and ignore the part where I tried to make a second frame because it was shit. And while I was doing this, I created a trio. These are the boys. It's the boys, man. It's the boys. And now I'm do voices. You don't have to do this part, but this is what I like to do. Hey, yow, it's Jacob Cruz in the building. Hello, my name is Sofoto. I like bento and sashimi. That's not racist. Hey, I'm done. Leave me the fuck alone. But you mess with... Hey, I'm done. You mess with any of my boys, I'll kill your ass with a spoon. You got it? I don't know why I did the fucking Zoom thingy. You didn't need to. Cause it's fucking done. You looked in on him anyway. I don't have to do that part. I hope that helped somewhat, but this is just how I do it. But don't fucking do that. Don't do that. No.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger